I am back with Cathy Maxwell, who just read From a Touch of Steel. And this was a very interesting scene with lots going on. The power dynamics of this scene were very much around intelligence. Gwendolyn wanted information. Steele didn't want to give it to her. She overpowered him. He gave it to her. So I couldn't help but think about you having an intelligence background. Can you talk about how your day jobs before you became a full-time writer prepared you or influenced your writing?
I have always been adventurous. And I can remember when I graduated from high school, I wanted to join the Navy. I always wanted to join the Navy, see the world. I thought I wanted to be in the Foreign Service at one point. And I couldn't see any reason for going to college because I didn't have a strong goal in mind. So I had mentioned to my mother that I was thinking that I wanted to join the Navy. And she's, oh my gosh, Cathy, you are not that sort of girl. And I was so naive, I had no idea what she was talking about. So off I went to college and, went. But at a certain point, I think when I was about 22 years old, I was doing the news at a local television station out in Western Kansas. Great, great people, wonderful opportunity. But I found myself bored. Reading the news is like reading bedtime stories to people. And
Mhm.
there's a lot to be said for making the news. So I made a list of the 25 things I wanted to do with my life. And writing a book was on there. I had no idea what I wanted to write, but so was joining the Navy. I felt strongly to serve the country, to go off on have an adventure. Let's go. And I did. I went off. And back then you couldn't just go into the Navy. There was a waiting period. I had to wait like 9 months before I was allowed to come in. And during that time, I met a lot of older women who are my age now, who would say, I always wanted to join the service, but I didn't, and I regret it.
Mm.
And I didn't want any regrets in my life. And I think when we write about in romance, which is this is kind of a contrast where the purpose is meeting the love of your life and going off into the sunset together, anything. It's also a grand adventure. And very few of us, even writing historical romance, write about women who don't have an opinion, women who don't have desires or dreams or goals, who aren't fighting to save family manor, or who aren't going to take on the conquerors. There's a great deal of adventure in all of that. So I think that's the thing I tap into the most, was sitting down and remembering this idea that I don't want regret. I want to seize an idea and act upon it. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what heroic characters do. So I think that's what influences me the most.